There's a new study showing that many young adults in America, more than ever before, think they are destined for greatness, and that could be a huge letdown later on in life. Dr. Keith Avlo is a psychiatrist and a Fox News contributor. Good morning, Doctor, to you.
Good morning, Bill.
Do you see this in your own practice?
Absolutely.
What do you see?
I have young people coming in who, despite performance that is suboptimal, have a very high opinion of themselves. And more than that, they compare themselves to characters on TV. They dismiss the ways in which they are underperforming. Say, well, I'm kind of like that guy who works in that pizza shop on that show. We'll make our way. They've lost their own identity.
Who is helping them with that or helping create that? When you involve the parents in this, how do you see that?
I think it's a cultural thing. I think it's a parental thing. Listen, I have a 6-year-old and a 10-year-old. Everybody on their teams gets trophies. Whether you win or you lose, we don't keep score anymore. There's tremendous praise heaped upon these kids, and they're cleaved, I think, from their own internal feelings by the advent of new technologies, by the extent to which they're using the internet and watching television that substitutes for their own dramas in their lives. And so they can have very different feelings about their performance levels and how they'll be in relationships than is really the case.
Ultimately, then, when you get later on in life, there could be a huge letdown.
A huge letdown, not only for them. Yes, I believe this subjects them to feelings of panic, anxiety disorders, and depression later in life, but it sets all of us up. Because, listen, the whole culture depends on reality and facts and changing our course if we need to learn something and do something different. There's a link here between bailouts that we're experiencing now, the truth, and what people feel internally about how they're performing. Is it accurate?
One can make the argument here that our own parents are more inclined to say that I could never please mom and dad. So this is a complete reversal of that.
It is, and there are some psychologists or psychiatrists who would say, look, this positive mental outlook, it's a good thing because it'll insulate you from bad feelings down the road. I don't see that. I really see this as a sense of unreality. These kids are saying that they feel destined for greatness. There's a large percentage of young people now who believe their lives will be the subject of reality TV shows.
Well,
for real.
The point you're making there was that there was too much praise out there by adults or parents on their children. How do you find or strike the right balance?
I think you strike the right balance by being empathetic. When your child succeeds, of course you heap praise upon them. You want to love them. When there are disappointments, you tell them the truth, that not everybody can win, that there are ways to succeed, that maybe a little bit more practice would be a good idea. And you coach your kids. And if they want to keep score, you tell them, you know what, that's okay, we'll keep score. I know you're told not to do that, but by the way, the score's 5-3, and you're not winning.
Well, ultimately, what does this suggest to you? I mean, every generation has its own thing. Is this the next generation's thing?
Well, this is hopefully not, but it seems to be the case. When I talk to other mental health practitioners and I look at my own practice, I think this is a big problem. This may define Gen Y, if you will, but more than that, it's going to be tough to get Gen Y as they parent, and they think they're doing great jobs in their marriages and as parents and at work to actually grasp the fact that they need to change.
Yeah,
and that's going to affect
kids. Is the suggestion in all this, then, that tough love is necessary?
Well, tough love, accent the love. It doesn't even need to be tough. It just needs to be realistic. You want your kids to be grounded and honest, exactly.
Thank you, Doctor.
All right, Bill,
Keith
thank
Avlo
you.
on that study today. 21 minutes before the hour.